do? What's brand new? Welcome back to the show.
What's going on?
It's me. It's Chris.
Hello.
We're talking it today.
Talking.
And you know, Drake dropped.
Boom. Fatted.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
How about yourself, sir?
I'm doing okay. Had a colonic.
How's that?
Unique.
Right on. Okay.
It's unique.
Yeah.
I feel a giant gassy bubble.
Still?
Yep. Not sure if it's coming like up or if it's going down. But it's like a that I just want to.
You also are drinking a beer, so that might also not help.
No. This water.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One thing you should know.
Sponsored by Schmicka Schmob Schmopa.
One thing you should know.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
So I had a scan of my body.
Yeah.
Just to make sure what it was all about.
Yes. What kind of scan?
Ayo.
Ayo.
And I just want everybody to know out there. I told Crip before we gonna do the Ayo scan.
Yeah.
I said, Chris, you gonna see the machine say I got a perfect body.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's nobody more perfect than me.
I've got the best body. No one else has a body like mine. Top physical shape.
I told her. So when the lady came out, she looked at the scan.
Yeah.
And she was like, I have never seen this before.
Yeah, I've never seen so much bullshit built up into a man before.
No. She did not say that. She was like, I have never seen this. Did she not say that? She was like, I had never seen this before. And she was like, your chakras are perfect. They're perfectly aligned.
Great chakras.
My chakras are completely
eye,
in line.
The throat. Whatever
I
else.
put some headsets on, and I got the scan. And that just goes to show you, kids.
Go ahead. Tell the kids the message. What's the message, bro?
I was just trying to tell the kids, man. Go outside, breathe some real air sometimes.
Yeah.
Get your chakras right.
Dude.
Align your body.
Ain't that the truth?
Because the kid is out here.
Yes.
I'm aligned AF.
Oof.
.com, .net, .org.
Yeah.
You know the vibes. Everything else, but the chakras is crazy.
I was gonna say you can't eat anything else, but yeah.
I could eat.
She said you couldn't eat.
She told me what I couldn't.
60 different times of things.
Nah, she told me I couldn't eat, and then everything I couldn't eat, she bought it for me. I ate it right there in the moment.
That's facts.
So, just like, because I'm here to educate the youngins.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's the only reason we have this podcast.
Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm here to educate the young folk out there, man. Jump rope.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
Play football.
Yes.
Go out there, play some basketball. Don't be scared of breathing.
Yeah.
Drink water.
Hydrate.
Stay hydrated if you want to be like me when you grow up. 450 XXL. Anybody else want to be this?
No one can handle the sheer perfectosity.
Right? Not fitting anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's lit out here. I was telling somebody the other day, yo, you know what would be crazy? Being a medium.
Oh, yeah? Is that your dream?
It's a goal.
Right on.
That's a good.
Just develop medium powers.
Yeah. No. Not like I mean like my shirt size.
Either or.
You know what I mean? Just kind of swang out one day, just like, oh yeah, let me just get the medium.
I think it was a medium in middle school. And that was it. It's downhill from there. Once I hit large, I was like, whoa.
I was a medium as an adult.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, after college, for like 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's substantial.
Yeah, and then after that, I ate a single salt.
Yeah.
And then after that,
And then your body went. It was like the Hulk.
Blew up. Nobody would believe it. Yeah. So, anyways, dumb late out here with the chakras. So y'all be
Get your chakras checked.
Y'all be good out there. If y'all chakras is terrible, yo, stay away from me.
I don't need that negative energy messing with my perfect chakras.
I'm just gonna put it out there like that. All right, I'm on a healing journey.
Yes.
Yo, my chakras is stupid fat, dumb nice. You know, I got gold chains on my chakras.
Yes.
And y'all out there just worrying about me,
Come
trying
on.
to say, oh, like your chakras ain't a lot.
Yeah.
My chakras is stupid nice.
check on your not humble friends, people. That's really what that means. Just check on them. Sometimes they over chakracate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways, that's what y'all don't know.
There's a little boost for the day.
Yo, all right, I gotta ask, how many times you wash your towels?
Every time I go to a laundromat?
Every single time.
Yeah.
Every towel.
Sure. Well,
How
yeah.
often you go to the laundromat?
I don't know, every month.
Oh no, that's sick.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of clothes, so it's not like I'm like wearing dirty chonies for like 3 days. I'm changing my
But how
chonies.
many towels you got?
Quite a few.
Okay. How often you switch out the towels?
Built collection. That's a good question. Week and a half.
Okay. You can't smell, so you don't
I
know
can't
when it's.
smell it. Yeah. My chakras aren't aligned in this region,
Yeah.
But,
That chakra's way over there.
but you just tell. You know.
See all the like brown.
No, thank you. I don't know what you think happens in the shower. That I'm like, I'll just avoid my ass, and then use the towel.
Sometimes, sometimes you see like dead, like skin flakes.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
On it,
But no boo boo. There's no.
No,
boo-boo on my towels.
no. It's just dead skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you have a brown towel? Then you're fucked.
Nah, you're good for the year.
Yeah. It's still brown. I don't know. Still looks good.
It's literally perfect. Like it's exactly how I put it out
Exactly.
in December.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Go ahead. Segues.
I had so many more like odd questions, but they're running out of my mind, so it's okay. All right, Drake drop. Yup.
When did he come out?
October 6th at 6 a.m. when he was in the 6.
I get it. I'm putting 3 and 3 together.
You know what I mean?
Yep. With his woes.
Come on now. That's 2015 Drake, but that's fine. That's cool.
That's okay.
You haven't listened,
I have
but I played a little something.
Yeah.
I played a little something. Give me your first reaction to what you heard in the car when I played it for you.
I don't understand. Now, Drake fans come after me. That's fine. I don't understand what he's saying half the time, and I don't know if his lyrics, if you really read them, if they make sense. It's kind of, you were explaining to me, it's a specific. Are you okay?
Sorry, y'all. I don't know how all them balloons popped up on the screen, but well, take it again. Take 2.
You have balloons?
It's popped up on the screen. I don't know how. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what his lyrics mean because to me it sounds nonsensical. Are you okay?
There's mad balloons on the screen.
What are you talking about?
One more time. Start with Drake.
Is it okay? Drake. I don't know what his lyrics mean. They're a mystery to me. It's like he's talking about everything but nothing at the same time. You were explaining to me it's like a vibe.
Yeah.
But to me, it just sounds like he's making stuff up on the go. But that's just me.
Which part do you not? Are you like, I don't understand the words you're saying, or I just don't understand why you're telling
Sometimes I don't.
me?
You know how he like starts a sentence and he mumbles off the. But then there's other times where you hear the lines. You're like, I was at the club, I saw you, I had 3 drinks, your eyes, da 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 da, and then you're like, these are just words you put it together in one paragraph.
Yeah. Here's my understanding of Drake.
Go ahead.
The lyrics are very important, but only about 30% of them.
Okay.
Okay. It's about cultivating a vibe. It's about having this one line that you relate to, and then you build the story from it. So he's gonna be like, I'm so sorry, girl. I know so much
Yeah.
for all the things I did to you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I can fill in the blank.
Yes.
Of like, I'm so
When I was
sorry.
sorry.
I cheated on you mad times. You know what I mean? I lied to you 11 times. And then by the
Yes.
time the story is done, he's like, for all the things
Yeah.
I did to you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that's a vibe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to hear all the other stuff.
Okay.
Like, okay,
All right.
whatever. And then if you hear too much Drake, let's be honest, you're going to catch a couple cringy bars that you're like, oh, I don't know
Wait
if
a
I
minute.
needed to hear that.
What did he
You know what I
say?
mean? So he said some wild stuff. He's been alluding to things since he said he told 21 to do something for him.
That's
Okay.
That's true.
In this, and let's go back to 21. Can you do something for me?
Yeah.
That alone, that line alone,
Yeah.
that's wild.
That's crazy, bro.
That's
I don't know how I
flagrant.
feel about that.
That's a little-
flagrant. I like that. That's flagrant.
That's flagrant.
Uh-huh.
That's a little zesty. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then on that same album, he came out with the purr.
Yes.
Hit everybody with the purr mid bar somewhere. It made me think about the nail emoji, you know.
yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's another flexible bar, but
Yeah.
okay. All right, I'm gonna just let it slide.
Yep.
Then he came out this time with the clips in his hair.
I saw that.
All right, came out with the clips. Then he came out and he said, I think I'm bi. Cause you remind me of one of the guys.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And I was like,
Now you're like, okay, continue.
then he said, we was out there at the gay clubs with you. And I was like, Drake, it's okay, dog. We in 2023. You
Yeah.
could let us know what's
We
going
learning.
on.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Yachty, I don't know what kind of relationship
Oh,
they
no.
got. That's my guy, though.
It's all fluid.
I like Drake.
Yeah.
All right, so the album, you don't understand what he's talking about. Man, I got so many thoughts about the album. First and foremost, Drake has some kind of evil power.
Okay.
I say that because the first 7 times you hear an album by Drake, it's trash. Then one day in the right setting, in the right place, at the right time, a song will come on from the album and it's fire. And you're like, oh, was I just not listening to the song? Was I unfamiliar with this? Like, is this new? You're like, oh no, this is from 2021. And it's fire. It's flames. It happened to me so many times. Happened
So
to me
it's not-
recently.
It's not within the year the album came out. You're saying you're discovering it.
Sometimes it could be in the same year.
Okay.
But it depends on when the album dropped. If it drop in October, probably in February, you're going to be like, no, this is lit.
Okay.
I listened to Meltdown, Travis and Drake. First time I heard it, didn't dislike it, but I was just kind of like, it's just more Drake. Now, I can't get it out of my head. I'm obsessed with the song.
That's crazy.
I play it 30 times a day.
Where are you listening to these songs?
Apple Music.
I mean, locationally. Like in the car?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm at the gym with it. I'm like, I could wake up in the middle of the night, yo, I need to turn that song on.
Okay.
Like there's some kind of hold that he puts on you. I remember when I was in Connecticut, my cousin and I listened to Her Loss for the first time together, 21 a Drake album. Man, that first time I listened to it, the first 3 times I listened to it, I was just like, man, this is whack. And then I think I was at the gym when the first song on the album came up with the 21, Can You Do Something For Me? I was like, what's this little freak talking about?
What's this freak talking about?
When I tell you, I started going crazy.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, snap, this is fire. So I'm going to go into this review knowing in X amount of months, I might think differently.
Okay.
Okay? That's not to say I'm going to hate it, but I'm just saying I might think differently.
Okay.
First and foremost, I don't know what's up with Drake and his album titles not matching the content.
Okay.
Since Certified Lover Boy, he's been dropping albums that have nothing to do with the title. Certified Lover Boy, he's running around with a heart in his head. You would imagine what kind of music would be in an album called Certified Lover Boy.
Right.
What kind?
Like nice, kind of ballady,
Yeah,
sing-songy Drake.
It would probably be like a little R&B vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that.
It's all bars.
But then no, it's just not that vibe. It's just a album. It's just songs put together. But over time, all right, you know what? I kind of like it. First time I listened to it, I was like, it's cool. But then over time, I'm like, I like this a little bit more. I like it a little bit more. It's cool. After that, he drops Honestly Nevermind. I know nobody likes that album. I know that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh.
I could listen to it a million times over. I love that album.
Right.
Devion earlier today said it sounded like Fruity Loops. The
program.
Yeah, the program. And I agree, and I still like it. Her Loss. I'm listening and listening and listening and listening, and I'm like, what's going on here, man? This ain't hitting. Boom. February, March. Now I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is it. This is the one.
Nice.
Now it's not his best, but it's really
It was
good. Now we have this album. This album is called For All the Dogs. What you think gonna be on an album called title like that?
Yeah.
For All the Dogs.
Tracks, raps, all kinds of like
Yeah, misogynistic stuff. Just evil.
Yeah.
Like just raw, just raw, It ain't that.
It's all nice. Well, the tracks you played me, I was like, this isn't.
It ain't Fat D at all.
It ain't Fat D at all.
It ain't Fat D at all.
I don't think it's for any of the dogs.
It ain't. I think the dogs are women.
Okay, for sure.
For all my dogs.
Oh, lady dogs. I read you.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that he tricked us.
I like that.
Okay.
Maybe that's what he did with all the other ones. It's not her loss. It's his loss.
Her Loss is the title, and it ain't. The album really ain't have much to do with Her Loss.
Yeah.
But CLB, yeah, whatever. All right. That's one thing. Next, he marketed this as like this is the old Drake. Stop it. Let's just skip over that.
Yeah.
Stop it. All right. A thing that I hate that Drake does is that he no longer makes melodies. Like, memorable melodies. If you really think about the last big single he had, I'm talking about the last one that really swept everybody up, was really God's Plan. Mm-hmm. God's Plan, and then off the same album, probably Kiki, Do You Love Me? Mm-hmm. All right. 21, Can You Do Something For Me was a good moment, but it wasn't a hit song. As much as I don't like God's Plan, I feel like back in the day, he was making kind of like pop, hip hop, singy, rappy, melodic songs that the melody is going to stay in your head.
Right.
I'm begging for an old school Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
I want another Hotline Bling.
Hotline Bling.
Because it's passion fruit, fire. Because it stays in your head.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, dun, dun.
Yeah.
And it's just like a song.
Yeah.
But when he's crooning on the beats and you just don't even know where these notes came from, it's just like, and you know that I'm just like, when I'm done with you.
Yeah.
When I see her in the club with you. And you're like, how am I supposed to hum along with that?
What the hell?
How am I even supposed to remember How am I supposed to remember that?
And the name of the track either, you know?
And then the name of the track be some random stuff. Coke bottle, ice water.
Right.
You know, like what?
Emoji. You're
Right?
Like, huh?
You're like, bruh. All that being said, the album's kind of nice.
All right. Okay.
I
What do you
didn't
rate it?
have the same about it that I had with some of the other albums,
Okay.
which grew on me. This felt kind of like Dark Lane Demos, which is an album I don't really play very much, but I remember when I finished playing it, I was like, that was actually pretty good. So it's not a great album at all. It's not great. Drake, I think, is in his absolute worst when it comes to like writing. The bars are not very good, and the subject matter is pretty awful. I need Drake to step away from wanting to always make music for young folk. Make some music for young folk, but then don't abandon the people who've been listening to for years.
Yeah.
Drake always exists in this other pocket of music that doesn't sound like today. It doesn't sound like yesterday. It just sounds like a Drake song.
Right.
And the best thing about that is it's timeless. If you think about the moment that Drake switched over to try and make songs for young people, none of those songs really lasted. They may get a lot of streams at first and whatever, but they're not songs that change, that move the needle. They're just songs, and because you're the biggest, they're big songs.
Right.
But it's not like what we want, you know. I just am looking for some more art. I remember when he did a song with Santiago years ago, and it was just so dope hearing a new sound from a new person. Now I get it; you got to compete with the market, so you got to do songs with Yeet. You got to do songs with Lil Yachty for some reason.
Right.
I like Lil Yachty. I like that experimental rock album. Probably shouldn't be the guy who you're getting your music advice from. I honestly, because you were talking about Joe Budden being a failure. Well, Yachty hasn't really succeeded that much either, you know. And for him to be your like Calvary, I don't know about that one. I like Yachty, but him advising you or whatever Yachty is doing that we're hearing in the music, it's just not really hitting. Your core audience feels desperate and hungry and thirsty, and they're just looking for real artistry. So you said you were going to take some time off. I think you should take like 3 years off and then just like take a couple music classes and just like go back to like how to make a melody. How do I sing a song that people are going to care about?
Right.
How do I rap about things that like other people care about the way I used to back in the day? When we're asking for old Drake, we're not asking for the old music. We're asking really for you to relate to us again. We understand that you're big and you're a billionaire and you're rich and you have a plane and you're this and you're that, but you're still a human being and you just have to relate with other human beings. That's all we're asking for. But when you're making songs that I like, unfortunately I like it, but it's still like, you messed up my Bahama trip.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I like that. I like the passion that you have talking about it. You don't hear that a lot from people, but I like that.
It's a character.
I'm making them up.
Okay, but yeah, what I like the album. I think it's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna spin it a lot. I might, because I just like them and I like the song. It's a cool vibey thing. You just put it in the background. But to be the guy that we want you to be, you can't come up with some of the bars that you came up with. Something like a 2-year-old. Who to go? Cringe.
Okay.
I think I'm bi because you're like one of the
Well,
guys.
that one
Like
threw me off. I was like, wait a minute. What'd that mean?
that's like we were fighting over a girl and it was like 3 Jasons or something. It's like Drake.
Yeah.
This is you're 36, bro. Like, this is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like your numbers would do just fine if you just dropped an album that you were like, okay, I'm going to section this off into quadrants. I'm going to have quadrant number 1 is going to be for the youth. I'm going to give them my absolute 4 best youthful songs.
I like that. That's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Then after that, I'm going to do like quadrant number 2. That's going to be kind of like the 30-year-olds, you know, and like what they like and what they're looking for. And they're looking for like real rap, you know, like we want real rap from the guy that really rapped. And if you're talking about you're the GOAT, give them like GOAT bars. I liked 8 a.m. in Charlotte. That's like a timestamp. It's supposed to be where he really raps. He dropped some like cool bars and he dropped some like cringy bars. Like he said, I got so many checks, I feel like I'm Czechoslovakian.
Oh boy. That's a stretch, sir.
No, bro. I'ma still listen to it, but nah, bro. Then the next is like link up with. I wish I could just A&R your album. Link up with real R&B icons. You have the resources to do so. Go to Usher. Go to. I mean, you linked up with SZA, and I feel like SZA's more talented than you are. So, at making great R&B songs, and SZA's the female version of Drake. So, I feel like SZA went down doing those 2 features for you than meeting you where she was. But maybe meet up with Summer Walker or like people or Janae again, and like make more really, really good R&B songs, or Chris Brown again. And then the last 4, you can kind of just get into whatever bag you want to get into. That's Jamaican. You want to go back to the UK. Shoot, we need an Indian Drake. Who knows? Yeah. Like, just give them whatever you feeling.
Yeah.
But now that you have this guideline, people are going to be like, all right, I didn't like the first half, but the middle part was for me. Cool. Then the young folks will be like, oh, I like the first half a lot.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
But now, like, you just giving us an album full of, like, A, things we heard of before, and then B, things for the youth, for like 17-year-olds. Like, who freaking cares about that? Now I understand they're gonna be the ones that stream the most. They're gonna go to the concerts the most because they're dumb and they spend all their money. But like, bruh, we got you to where you are. The past 15 years, we did. Don't alienate us. Try harder, bro. But I like the album.
All that to say, it's all right. That's pretty good.
What else we got? All right. Tell me about Israel. What's going on with Israel and Palestine?
That's a good segue. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Hamas, which is a group, an extremist group. I don't know. Let me not get things wrong. They're funded by a specific
U.S. president?
No.
Oh.
Well, that's what the news will tell you. I don't know. Hamas decided to come into Israel and throw a bunch of rockets over and kidnap people and go through the streets. And I think 200 and some have been confirmed dead, many more wounded, and a lot have been taken, like kidnapped. Yeah, so that's all that happened in the last like 24 hours or so. I'm sure the numbers are rising. Israel did retaliate and throw rockets the other way. And there have been 200 and some odd confirmed deaths and a lot more wounded. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want anybody to get hurt like that, or no one should be kidnapped like that. No one should be hurt. The whole actual political, religious, whatever you want to call it, confrontation that's happening there it's tough because Palestinians were pushed out quite a bit, but at the same time I don't think anybody should be attacking anybody like that. That's not cool. Yeah, I just pray for the families who have been kidnapped. Hope everybody's okay. But
Hamas is what kind of group?
Hamas
is they're
Palestinian. On, depends on how you want to see it. Extremist group.
Okay.
I can pull up actually what it is. That way I'm not misspeaking.
Hey man, shame on USA Today, man. They put out an article that says, "Could the Israel-Hamas war mean $5 a gallon gas prices at the pump?"
Come on now. Who said that?
USA Today. USA Today. Could the Israel-Hamas war mean $5 a gallon gas prices at the pump. That's a crazy American headline.
Get out of here.
That is quite the American headline.
That's why nobody likes us. China's laughing at us.
China been laughing at us for years. And taking all the money.
Dragging us through the mud. Hamas is a Palestinian Sunni Islamic fundamentalist, militant, and nationalist organization. News politics people will tell you that Biden sent a lot of money to the Iranian government, and the Iranian government supposedly funds Hamas. Again, do not take us for a news source. I'm literally just shit I'm reading. And Biden's sending more money to Israel right now currently. So
Israel's the one that got attacked?
Yeah.
They say that Biden sent money to Iran,
and Iran
who funded Hamas, but now he's giving money to Israel for the people who used American dollars to bomb this other country.
Supposedly, allegedly, I don't know. I'm not trying to defend our president, but I also don't know what's the truth or not. So,
before Biden became president, somebody had said that his foreign policy record is like real bad, and I don't know. Maybe it's because he don't speak another language.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Did any of the other ones speak another language?
Well,
did Trump? Trump spoke a language of his own.
Yeah, right? Yeah, with the China.
Yeah.
You know, that's
spoke the language of the people.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All the good people.
Right? I don't know, dude. I don't have much to say because I don't know anything about it. Right. I tried to look it up. It's crazy. Like when you look up documentaries about this stuff, they start talking in English, but then I don't understand what they're talking about. They're like, yes, the Israeli-Palestine war conflict has been going on for the past 100 years. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, shoot. Okay.
Using big words.
Don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, I saw it on a NBC News YouTube clip kind of describing what the events that just happened were. You can read about it in Google News and all that stuff, and you'll get whatever news source you want. But yeah, I don't think it's right for anybody to hurt anybody. There has to be some kind of more diplomatic way to go about it. But again, I am not a politician, nor am I smart like that. So take my word for what you will. But prayers out there for everybody who's wounded, and the families of those who have passed away, and the families of those who have been captured.
Yeah, I don't know what to say because I don't know. I heard that the Kardashian girl got in trouble for supporting somebody somewhere. So, hey, man, I hope nobody gets hurt anymore. Yeah, I don't know who to support. All I have to say about I'm very ignorant on the matter, so please forgive me. I don't know what I understand what's happening, but I don't understand the lineage of the war enough for me to be like, oh, let me make all that stuff. Like a real. And I saw the documentaries. I seen them on YouTube yesterday, and some of it was I understood, and then after that I was just like, wait, what? So nobody wants war and whatnot. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. I don't like war, you know. And Americans are very not understanding of war because we never have to experience it in our land, you know. Yeah. We don't have to experience it here. But other countries are blowing each other up, and we're over here buying chai lattes.
That we are.
Remind me. I need to get a chai latte. All right, here's something else for y'all. Biden cancels billions more dollars in student loans. Here's what you need to know. This is from Seattle Times. The Biden administration announced an additional $9 billion in student debt relief for tens of thousands of borrowers Wednesday, days after federal student loans payments resumed after a 3-year pause during the pandemic. Reminder for everybody, it's October. The interest started in September, and the payment started again in October. It's a hot mess out here with these student loans. especially with the people who are like just realize that they have student loans and they done bought a car and a house and a condo and a vacation to Europe and all of a sudden wasted all their money.
Right.
Now they're like, we can't afford to pay these loans back. So they're back. What does it mean? The measure will forgive some $9 billion in federal student loans to about 125,000 borrowers. The latest round of relief is part of the Biden administration's changes to federal programs to address bureaucratic obstacles and widespread breakdowns that prevent some borrowers from having debt waived. Those and other moves had led to a total of $127 billion in federal relief to nearly 3.6 million Americans. As a person without student loans, like, dislike, somewhere in the middle.
I'm somewhere in the middle. As like I said, I've never had a student loan. How are they determining who gets what?
Well, it says here, do you qualify? According to a department official, eligibility is based on the number of payments borrowers have made under pre-existing programs. Those borrowers include 53,000 borrowers who are eligible for public service loan forgiveness programs, which applies to those who work in public service jobs such as teachers, police officers, social workers who make monthly payments on the federal loans for 10 years. Nearly 51,000 borrowers who have made 20 years of payments through income-driven repayment.
Okay,
and
so
then,
people who've been at it for a while.
Yes, and then 22,000 people who are on total or permanent disability, which already existed.
Right. I would say that's good then. Is for the people who have been at it for a while and they just can't get through. Here you go. Here's a little bit of relief for you.
The difficult thing about these student loans, though, is that like they're just giving more out every single day.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you forgave 125,000 people, but there's like 300,000 people
right.
that just got student loans today.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. It's kind of putting the napkin on the wound a little bit. It's not really, it's stopping it, but not really. It's just going to get worse. So,
yeah.
I think it's cool. It's good for those who've been at it for a while, 20 years, 10 years, chipping off this freaking loan. But, yeah, they're just going to keep coming. So
I don't know about that, man. I feel like right now everybody's biggest struggle is the economy, right? That's the biggest thing. And I remember when Bill Clinton, they asked him, what's the most important thing that a president needs to focus on? He said, the economy, stupid. And yeah, duh, right? It's the most important thing. If everybody's broke or can't work or whatever, now you have a society that has way more problems than you can even imagine.
Right.
So, yeah, I know that they market that the economy is doing well. Everybody's so happy. But all you hear is complaints. People saying it's too expensive. Gas is too expensive. Food is too expensive. Everything is marked up. Cars are really expensive. Everything's really expensive. So with it being really expensive, people are living at the brink. Then you also have to remember that most Americans are not responsible almost at all. So yes, they may have had 3 years to try and pay off these loans. There was zero interest on it. Most people didn't make a dent in it. They didn't even try to pay it off. They went out and just bought more stuff, you know, and when the economy was doing a little bit better, they're like, oh man, it's about to be raining money for a long time.
Right.
So now that the drain is clogged up, you know, the pipe is clogged up, the money ain't free flowing anymore. Now reality has hit a lot of people. So it's kind of twofold for me because people, don't take student loans seriously. They're willing to capitalize off of what they were, why they got the student loan in the first place. Like somebody who went to nursing school, you take out a loan, you go become a nurse, and you live a great life. But then you're just like, oh, I'm not going to pay those loans back. But you're a nurse, and you do the job, and you got paid for it. So it's like, well, you might as well just pay it back. But then when you got a chance to pay it at 0% interest, you didn't. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody had the ability to do so. There's plenty of people who was down and out, but it's kind of twofold. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people were paying 20 for 20 years, but we also have to remember one of the biggest gripes that we have is how cheap college was 20 years ago versus how much it is today. So
what are you doing taking so long?
Yeah. I'm just kind of like, what? You know, if you went to college in 2003 and you maybe spent like, I don't know, $20,000 on a degree,
you still paying,
and you're still paying it off.
Yeah.
That just doesn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're one of those people who are like chronic degree getters, and you just went out and got 3 degrees, now you have a bunch of degrees, and you have a job that doesn't pay you enough. I don't know about forgiving that. You know, I don't know. And with the economy being in this fragile place, I understand for the government spending $9 billion ain't nothing, but I really don't feel like you should be spending it on this right now. Now, the permanent disability part, that's already exists, so you're going to spend it anyways.
Right.
And it's right, because they're not going to be able to capitalize on the degree that they can't work.
Right.
You know, understandable. But there's enough issues, you know, where we have states cutting gas tax because the price of gas is so expensive, people don't want to go anywhere.
Right.
Food is so expensive. I just feel like there's a wiser decision that you could have made, because this is so temporary, and the natural thing a human being is going to do is say, great, I don't have any more student loans, I'm going to go get more debt. It's just a natural thing a human being is going to do. So I think Biden makes decisions for re-election purposes.
Right. Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, okay, that sounds cool, and there's a lot of people happy about that. But if you're one of those, I've been paying my student loans off for 20 years, and you went to school in the early 2000s, or realistically, if you've been paying your student loans off for 20 years, you went to school in the late 90s, and then you finished in the early 2000s. College wasn't that expensive back then. So it sounds like either you made a weird decision and you're still paying for it, or something happened in your life where you're not able to. And I think we need to take these things case by case. But I don't think this helps the economy in any way. People are struggling in so many ways. It's just not something that I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I agree. It's not you're not spending the money on homeless, preventative services or anything like that. It's, there's a lot more people in more detrimental situations versus college student loans.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but congratulations to everybody who benefited from it. All right, next. Tell me about these birds that died in Chicago.
I was kind of Googling just kind of news things. I just came from Chicago, actually. And this headline came up that said 1,000 migrant birds died because they hit a building in Chicago. I don't know if they were looking or what have you, but if they were like, dang, that cloud's getting real close and it looks real big.
1,000 birds?
1,000 birds was
that
like
crazy.
I just swear it wasn't there a second ago.
Imagine just sitting in your office and you just hear,
yeah. Oh my God.
and you would think the 700th bird would just be like, nah, I see all my homies.
That's the thing. That's the thing. What happened to how many hit the wall before everyone was like, should probably stop.
I guess that's why they call people bird brain.
Bird brain.
Because like you might die before you could come up with a full thought.
I don't know what happened. Was the wall of the building painted like a sky?
Like the Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'll ask you one thing. Want to see a bird graveyard?
Want to see a bird graveyard? Go to a Chicago building.
Yeah, that's very odd. Do you think it has something to do with global warming?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what species of bird is chilling in Chicago, but
the dinosaur kind.
Apparently.
That's what they call them. The last living dinosaur. Yeah, these birds are dumb. Are they pigeons?
I don't know. Let me see. I was trying to find the article. I got lost in my Google scrolling here.
You gotta turn the OnlyFans off.
That's what it is. I keep getting all those notifications. I will send you your nudes later.
She ain't never sending that.
I still want my money back.
Man, I know how that goes.
Nearly 1,000 migrating birds die after striking Chicago building. At least 961 birds died in one night in Chicago after crashing into the windows of the McCormick Place Lakeside Center during the height of the fall migration. It looks like these millions of birds fly over Chicago during the fall migration season. A number of them die because they're confused by bright lights or after trying to fly through a window. But the carpet of bird carcasses outside a convention center on Thursday morning shocked people who have been monitoring birds in the city for decades. You imagine being the bird watcher that was like, yo, hey, and the birds didn't hear you.
What I'm thinking about is the Sherlock Holmes character who everyone is freaking out. Like, this must be the apocalypse. There's birds everywhere on the floor. Yeah. And he comes out from the back with a pipe in his mouth. Quite contrary.
Yes. You see.
The birds fly north at this time. However, they smacked into the building and died.
This is an open and shut case for bird murder.
Pay me my check. Hey, man, talking about you, people from the UK. Shout out 21 Savage.
Okay.
Now he's able to get out of the U.S.
All right.
Yeah. If you didn't know, 21 Savage was born in the United Kingdoms, moved to Atlanta, has been spreading fear in the hearts of all Americans since he was born. It's a knife, you know?
Yeah.
And he got caught up years ago. I remember, if you don't remember, Demi Lovato was jumping in on the memes about him being British. And then everybody jumped on the memes about her doing crack.
Yeah. Heroin.
You're heroin. You know, that's what's up, man. Shout out Demi. Shout out Demi. You know, one of the best judges on whatever TV show she was on.
Right, yeah.
But now, thanks to Drake, Border Police, 21 left the United States for the first time in years because Drake helped him fix his situation, and they performed together in Toronto.
Well, there you go.
I'll give him a round of applause.
Come on.
My gosh, he had been
back in the UK.
We got the same last name. Yeah.
There you go.
My guy 21, man.
21.
All right. Well, what you doing for Halloween? What's her name?
I got. Oh no, let's not go there. Some Halloween parties.
What? You?
Yeah, me of all people. I don't go anywhere.
You're scared of Halloween though.
I hate spooky things. Don't scare me. I hate that. But Halloween parties are cool. You get to chill with people.
Love them. Carmela used to throw the best Halloween parties.
Man, that'd be cool. I don't want to go to Carmela.
Man, it was
Halloween
lit.
Party. Yeah.
Yeah. She don't do them anymore now.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I haven't been out partying in a while, so Halloween. You got a costume?
No, because I will be out of the country.
That's right.
On probably around Halloween. I love the Halloween season.
Yes.
I just love it.
It's pumpkin patch.
Yes. In fact, I need to go to a pumpkin patch soon.
Patch, yeah.
You know, I went with Redman and Bree some years ago, and it might have been the last time. Had a classic, legendary AR moment. But I haven't quite done any of the fun fall stuff. But I just love Halloween. I've never celebrated it.
There's some cool like walks that you can go. Descanso Gardens has one that's an art exhibit, and then they have the like actual hand carving. People are like live carving pumpkins, and then there's like a cool exhibit for like Dia de los Muertos, all that kind of stuff.
See, I like all that stuff. I like wearing plaid.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I mean?
I was saying that. Put me in a
flannel.
Yes.
I'll rock me some flannel.
You know what I mean?
I'll be pulling a couple 50-year-olds off
on
the flannel.
Now.
You know? I like all of that stuff. I'm actually somewhat a little tiny bit about not being here for Halloween night, but I just know I wasn't gonna do anything anyways.
Right.
But I go to Reign of Horror every year. Some years I go by myself because nobody want to come with me. But it's lit. I love it. It's like $25. Check it out. It's in Thousand Oaks, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Reign of Horror.
They don't change a single thing every year. It's the same exact show.
Yeah.
And it's freaking great every single time. It's in a mall. and I love it. I love it. It's an abandoned building in the mall.
Hayride, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
no, you just go and walk in, then you walk out.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Every year I want to go to Universal Scary Nights.
Yeah, I've never been. And I probably never will. But
not at those prices. Not at $200.
Not at those lines. Apparently, those lines are crazy.
Yeah. My old friend Stephanie used to bleep. My old friend used to tell me that she used to get in like a cast, like a fake cast,
so she could get to skip the line.
Yeah, skip the line. And I'm just wondering how many people put a cast on. Now there's a cast line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I've never dressed up for Halloween, but I just enjoy the decorations. I enjoy like the candy. Yeah. It's that time. You know, for big boys, big guys like me, Halloween's the time you put on everything from the neck up. You looking dumb nice. You know what I mean? You looking real smooth. Yes. You get a quick lineup. All of a sudden you lost 30 pounds. Like people like, yo, you been working out now, son? I just got a lineup and I'm wearing my flannel.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Halloween is that time.
Yes.
And it's always fun to do things with your person. So are you and homegirl going to do things together?
Yeah. So both of those parties will be together.
Uh-huh.
We'll be dressed up. I the last 5 years I probably never dressed up. I had bought I bought a penis costume.
I seen it
for and I've had it. I've still had it. I've never actually gotten to use it for a Halloween party, and I won't be this year because we're changing it up. But
that's probably smart.
Yeah,
because I feel like if you wear it outside, you're going to jail.
Oh no, I don't think so. It's not a descriptive penis costume. It's just whatever.
It's like balls in a shaft.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like a penis.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I saw it on a video, and I was like, I gotta get this.
You wore it on a podcast.
I did wear it on a podcast.
Yeah.
And then before that, I was an inflatable cow. Like, I just go for the weird shit, and I think it's this year's gonna be no different.
What are you gonna be? I'm
gonna be a shark with a tie and a briefcase. I'm gonna be a Shark Tank judge. That's me. So keep an eye out for the shark. Listen, man, gotta get creative. I don't do like the scary with the blood and the whatever and the vampire teeth. Just put me in a shark costume. I don't care.
Hey, man, Taylor Swift, man.
Segway.
Nah, that sound interesting. That sound interesting. That's not a bad costume. A Shark Tank judge as a shark.
Yeah.
What's Jazz gonna be?
The same thing. We will both be judges.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cute. Yeah. That's good pictures.
Yes, we were thinking Shark Tank, but she would have had to wear this boxy tank thing. Yeah, she was like
a lot of glass.
Yeah.
Double
great. Sharks.
Yeah. Okay, I suppose you could be Damon John.
Oh, I thank you. I'm honored to be Damon.
You're supposed to reject that.
Oh.
Nah, man, that's appropriation.
Yeah, of course. I want to be Mr. Wonderful. Mr. What's his name?
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be the contestant.
There you go.
Walk in, yo, this brush right here. You know what I mean?
They be brushing.
Okay. This mustache brush right here. Ooh. Put a little ice cream on it. It's sick. People are like, what?
What? Ice cream?
All right. Taking over the news this week. She will not be at the game. She will not be at the game. She will not be at the game. Taylor Swift is not going to be at her new boo, Travis Kelce's game. Does this mean the NFL is over?
I'm sure ticket prices will go down, knowing her attendance will not be expected. We'll see. Listen, I'm just glad that she was able to bring up Kelce's career. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. A lot of people are saying it's because of Taylor Swift's celebrity. I think that's only a part of it. I think people have a true obsession with relationship.
Yes.
And understanding and being a part of and feeling like they're a part of a movement. Mm-hmm. It's been a thing forever. Hollywood has marketed relationships to people forever because they know, like, once you get off the screen, the thing that really sells you is how relatable to me can you be.
Right.
So people want to see you turn into Rihanna and ASAP. Mm-hmm. They want to see the nicknames. They want,
The shipping, yeah.
all of that stuff. They want to see the power couple.
Yeah.
So that way people can see themselves in that couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Taylor Swift is super famous. But I think the way it came together is what really makes this exciting. Like if, for example, and the sport as well, because I feel like relationships are really a basketball thing.
Sure.
But because it's a football player, you're like, okay, this is cool. And it's on full blast.
Mm-hmm.
Some people try to keep it private and whatnot. But I just think if you're one of the big stars and you are dating another big star, which Travis Kelce's not like Taylor Swift big, but he's famous in the football world.
Right.
Yeah, people are going to be like, whoa, what is this about? So imagine if he dates like, not he specifically, but another football player dates, I don't know, Billie Eilish.
Right.
And she has that kind of rabid following of girls who are interested in her as a person, interested in her music. And then the guy takes off the helmet and it takes you back to high school of like the prom king and queen who's the lead cheerleader and he's the captain of the football team. And it's just back to Greece again.
I think T Swizzle wrote a song about that.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Yeah.
Probably after my guy, Jake Gyllenhaal, tore her down.
Oh, no.
Tore her down a peg.
Why
Why
you gonna bring that up?
Nah, that's my guy.
Come on.
That's my guy. Ever
Jake
since I saw
Gyllenhaal.
Brokeback, don't say nothing.
All right, fair enough.
Don't say nothing. Ever since I saw Brokeback, I say he's too good for T Swift.
This isn't T Swift material.
Okay, she need to go for Travis Kelce,
Come
the
on.
mustache version.
There you go.
He had to cut the black out of his face for him to match with Taylor Swift.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. I think that's really what it is. Yes, Taylor Swift is big, but if Beyonce was single and she was dating a football player, we get the same reaction.
Right.
You get the same reaction. Mariah Carey, in their prime.
Who was like, I think it was Beyonce was probably for our time. Beyonce or
Before
who was
our
like
time?
the relationship, the iconic relationship, celebrity relationship when we were growing up.
We had a lot. We had Ben and J-Lo, round one.
Round one, we had Nick and Jessica Simpson. That
wasn't for the hood.
They made
That wasn't
they
hip
made a
hop.
whole TV series about it.
But yes.
But yeah,
Are they still together? We had Kevin Federline and Britney Spears.
yes, K-Fed and Brittany.
We had Cliff
Go ahead.
and Mrs. Huxtable.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, sure.
Phyllis Rashad and Bill Cosby.
And Bill Cosby.
We had Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck.
There you go. Yeah. Justin Timberlake and
Britney.
sure, and also Jessica Biel. I couldn't think of her name.
The Jessica Biel one is less low profile.
Yeah, that was when he was like, "All right, this is us.
Yeah.
Get out of our
Timberlake and Britney Spears, that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one. Somebody called the police on Britney Spears.
She been dancing with knives and
Call BetterHelp. Call the police.
Yeah.
Britney Spears is dancing like a woman who owes millions in taxes to mad different countries.
yeah.
Call the police. I said this months ago. We don't know what they trying to protect her from, but it seems like it's herself. And guess what it is? Herself. Dancing with knives, going crazy, looking wild on the internet with the lowest riding thong bathing suit I've ever seen. Mark Zuckerberg ain't take her off the platform not once.
Right.
He's out there fighting with Adesanya. Take her off.
Yeah. Godspeed, Brittany. Godspeed.
She need to go. Whoever helped Lindsay Lohan, help her and help Amanda Bynes.
Yes. Bring Amanda back, y'all.
We love our white queens, calcified queens.
Okay. For sure. Calcified queen.
Our calcified queens, man.
Yeah.
Running around looking like craziness.
Yeah.
What is going on? I blame this on Justin Timberlake.
Oh, no. Not on JT.
Yup. Broke her heart for no reason. Then pulled out a boob on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, put out a boob.
This guy's wild, yo.
Television.
This guy's wild, yo.
Come on.
JT's crazy, yo.
JT's wild.
Yeah, he's crazy, yo.
Come on now.
All right. We had mad celebrity couples. Yo, we had Brad Pitt and Angelina.
Yeah.
Brangelina.
Who else?
We had Bush and Laura.
Okay.
George.
Political now.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. We had Kennedy and Jackie O.
Oh, shit. I think those were before our time. Quit dating us like that. We're not ancient. But, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Man, we had Barack.
Yes.
And Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah, mad people. Nowadays, we run around with Twizzle. What did they call her? Yeah,
T-Swizzle.
Quizzle. Whatever it is. Kelsey Swift.
Oh,
Swelsey. That's it. That's trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Taylor Swift. I ain't mad at her for doing this because I actually watched a game and she was in a commercial during the NFL game. So I feel like they're capitalizing on this big time.
100%.
And I get it. It's annoying to a lot of people, but let's just be honest. For every single person that it annoys, there's like 10 more people that freaking love this. Mm-hmm. That's why his jersey sales went up 400%.
Right.
That's what the game is seeing more than any other game. Like, come on, dog. Like, they have to capitalize on it. They done gave out every enormous deal to every football player, whether they gonna run or not. Right. Hey, yo, man, here's $500 million.
Right.
Yo, I know you're gonna be able to play for the next 6 months, but we're gonna give you this for 5 years.
Right.
Like, they need to make that money back. So if Taylor Swift is in the building and she's got uncombed hair, you know, and chicken nuggets that she's ducking in ketchup and mayonnaise, then let her rock.
Hey, man, make your money. Those moments are quick.
Travis Kelce said that after 3 dates, he's got so it's been a few weeks now.
How many days do you think it's been?
Yeah, I think Travis Kelce out there throwing bones.
Oh, no. All right.
To the bones.
To the bones.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where's T Swift? Like 6'4"?
That's a good question. I don't know.
She looked
I love that.
tall.
Have you seen that? I forget. It was the Jimmy Fallon show. They were playing a game of, it was like partners. You had a card that had a name on it. You had to describe the person and let them guess who it was. Mm-hmm. And these two guys, one of them got Taylor Swift. He said, this person has a really flat back. They was like, Taylor Swift. And they were like, yeah. The whole room stopped. They was like, oh, why'd you guys say it like that, bro?
Yeah, she does. There's a picture of her standing next to Ice Spice. And that's what you know is disrespectful. Like, they could have at least AI'd Ice Spice to be smaller or Taylor Swift to be bigger.
Come on.
You know?
She's
but like
5'11".
She's 5'11". In girl height,
that's like 7'4".
That's 7'4".
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 5'11". That's 7'4". My bad to all the ladies listening to us, man. Go play basketball. All right, man. Sexy Red drops a mixtape. I'm sorry. Sexy Red dropped her sex tape on IG story by accident.
No, yeah, because Sexy Blue was doing some other things. Who is Sexy Red? This is, pardon my ignorance, audience. I don't know who that is.
You don't know Sexy Red? Sexy Red.
There's a lot of reds.
There's a trippy red.
Trippy. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of colors going on.
There's spices. You know.
No, we know Ice Spice.
Well, I know Ice Spice.
I'm going to Dunkin' for
I was
Ice
going to say.
Spice.
Yes.
Man, give a round of applause to Ice Spice, man. I'm a munch.
Okay,
you know,
there you go.
I'm a munch. I like me some Ice Spice. I feel like she lacking some color, but that's cool too. So Sexy Red drops her sex tape on IG story, and I'm pretty sure it was an accident, but like also probably we don't know. I don't know. Because Sexy Red the reason why she's famous, she got a song that said,
Go ahead.
My booty hole brown.
Oh, okay. Yes.
My pink.
Yeah.
Okay. What you think she gonna do?
How else would you market this song? Let's show them she's not a liar.
Turns out she lied.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I saw it.
Oh, you stumbled upon it?
I went on X.
Okay.
I went on Twitter,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Yo, what's everybody talking about?"
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just looked for it. I saw it, and I said, "Oh boy, the song is cap."
Oh boy.
But you know what? That ain't none of my business, man. The real issue is, I think the guy that she was with had an ankle monitor on.
Oh no.
And it's like, Sexy Red, you making mad money now. I think you should you should get out of the hood, man.
Yeah.
Get out of St. Louis for
Come
a
on
little
now.
bit.
With an ankle monitor.
Man, this is the second
my
ankle
God.
monitor dude in the week. And it might be the same guy. I don't know, because we couldn't see his face. But I think he picked up the phone and recorded it in Instagram.
Right. Because he could put a filter on it.
Bingo.
Yes.
He could put the filter on it, but there's no filter that I noticed on it. So I was just kind of like, yeah. But I think a lot of people record in app to put the filter on later. Mm-hmm. Like they put the little skin clearer, they put a little bunny ears or whatever, and then they put it on. Now, I do think filters are kind of dead, except like beautification filters.
Right. That's the new one.
That's the new stuff. Like the rainbow vomit and the dog ears and the dog tongue, all that stuff is dead. It's over. But the beautification ones, yeah, it's there. So, and it's, I don't know how many people are really using it for like the purposes of like, I don't look good today, let me put a filter on. Right. I don't know. I'm a guy. I'm sure there's plenty of women who's like, nah, I need to look fire.
So there was no filter like.
So I didn't notice a filter.
Booty hole being brown.
I didn't notice a filter. Okay. I didn't do enough investigative work to figure out that. But I don't think I need to go back later again, because it's Sexy Red, and that's essentially Young Thug.
Oh no. Well, then never mind. That's wild though, the ankle monitor.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
So she was probably just at his house.
Yeah.
At his mama's house.
She probably came over to his house. I don't think he went over to hers.
No. He gotta get that location cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing? Not much. I'm over here. Oh, you should come over here.
And she said, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. She went out there and she did that. Man, shout out Sexy Red, man. She had a good little feature on Drake's album. It was awful, but I liked it.
Man.
You know, shout out Sexy Red, man. I enjoy seeing her stuff. Not all that, but she's a unique little like hood chick, and like, okay.
For sure. All right.
You know. Shout out Glorilla. Hey, there's something I saw.
Tell me.
Kevin Gates was on stage, pulled a fan on stage, put her in a chair, opened her mouth, and he spit in her mouth.
And at what point did he get arrested?
Nah. She was like, yeah, I like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Like, she didn't say that, but you could tell she was like, yeah.
All right.
Yo, Kevin Gates, man, stop.
Don't do that to people. Just in general.
I don't know.
Somebody like who's like, if Ice Spice was like, come here on stage, sit here, let me spit in your mouth. And it's Duncan. If she spit Duncan in your mouth, what would you say? Would you be like, yeah? Or would you be like, I don't know?
What you mean spit in my mouth?
I mean, spit in your mouth.
The way that Kevin...
You hear the ice shaking in the Dunkin', sip of the straw.
Right.
And then immediately in your mouth.
So it's filtering the spit and the liquid and then the meat.
Yes.
That's not enough ice.
Not enough. Okay. Right on. Because I don't know, man. That's not... I wouldn't do that to people.
If Ice Spice...
You really think about it?
I am trying to think about it. Because Kevin... What's the name again? Kevin...
You just said?
Yeah.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates spits in this girl's mouth. Would I let Ice Spice spit in my mouth as a munch?
As a munch. As a self-proclaimed.
I don't know if I'm doing it in public.
No. Goes in this on stage?
It was on stage.
Okay, that was the
on
question.
camera too.
Yes. So Ice Spice, sponsored by Dunkin', comes and brings you on stage during a concert.
If Ice Spice spit in my mouth, the reason why I would say no to that is because I know other guys are gonna cut my tongue out and try to lick it too.
Oh, no.
Because Ice Spice got the wildest fan base of guys that's like, yo, I'm a munch.
Wow.
So nah, I'm good with a hug.
Okay. Right on.
I'm good with a hug.
Yeah.
You know,
You hear concerts that are like, oh, they're bringing a kid on stage, he could play guitar with them. And then you hear concerts that are like, I brought a girl on stage, sat her down, spat in her mouth.
it's my guy.
You know, just the people giving back to the fans.
Yeah, man. Kevin Gates is a sick man, dude. That's disgusting, bro.
No.
You don't know what he got. I know he got fecal matter up in there.
Anybody's got. I don't need nobody spitting in my mouth.
That's why I don't want to let Ice Spice spit in my mouth on stage.
There you go.
And now if we had Duncan.
That's a different story.
Okay now.
All right.
Man, shout out Kevin Gates, man. You're nasty. All right, we got one more thing. This is going to be a really good story for you. It's heartwarming. It's beautiful.
I'm ready.
A couple in Florida has made their blended family official after a man adopted all 6 of his wife's children from a previous marriage. Tony Thomas first met Lexi on a dating site called Christian Mingle just a month after the stay-at-home mom signed up. After talking online, Tony decided to fly out to see her in Kentucky, where she was living at the time with her sons 18, 15, 14, 12, 10, and a 7-year-old. The couple fell madly in love and decided to tie the knot in 2018, despite the fact that they admitted many people thought their relationship would not work out. Keep in mind, this is a attractive African-looking black man and a white woman.
Ages of them? Do you have their ages?
The kids?
No, the adults.
Oh, the adults. They look like they're in their mid-40s.
Okay.
So the odds weren't in our favor, Lexi wrote in a TikTok video. No one believed that it could work, but it did. Tony, who also had a 21-year-old daughter from a previous relationship, even decided to adopt Lexi's 6 boys, formalizing the adoption paperwork 4 hours after the wedding. I was married previously to my boy's biological father, which unfortunately ended, but he's no longer in their life and hasn't seen them since they were younger. Lexi said that her children adore Tony so much that they have all now taken his surname. They got a picture of all of them.
What's Tony's last name? His surname?
Sucker. They got Christmas pictures of them together
In the same outfits?
in the same outfit.
Okay.
Mad white faces.
Yeah.
And a black one.
And one not so white.
And then now the couple went on to expand their blended family, welcoming 2 daughters of their own.
Oh, wow.
Holy.
That's a Christian household.
Facts. They don't wear no condoms.
I don't know. That's a Christian household.
That's insane. The parents love their chaotic household and have gone on to welcome 2 more biological daughters of their own. I see us as a very blended family. Yeah, very. Emphasis on very. Mm-hmm. Family, because there has never been this dynamic of his kids, my kids. Lexi said, we are family. There is no separation.
Well, congrats to Tony and Lexi.
Tony, when somebody takes a picture with flash
Go ahead.
and you get knocked out of the trance that you're in, we'll be here
Okay.
for you.
There you go.
We'll be here for you.
Yeah?
Tony, this is wild. 8 kids, like it's 1950.
9. Because he had a daughter too.
Yeah, that's why I saw another black face, but I wasn't sure.
That's his daughter.
So now you got 2 more kids.
But they're older. He said 18 down to 7, the youngest. These are teens. That means within like a couple
But they
years,
took his
they're out
last
the
name.
house. That's how close they are. That's how Christian they is.
From my experience, I don't know, but Christian Mingle got the most demonic women.
Apparently. Yeah, listen. To each their own. It seems like they're also in probably their 40s.
Yeah. But she had 2 more babies, so.
Well, that's another 18 years of. Yeah. Well, what can you do?
They're in Florida, so they can afford it.
True. Yeah. That was also a collective decision that they made, is to move from Kentucky down to Florida. Now, is that moving up or is that moving down? I don't know. But it was a decision that they made. So.
Tony, what's her net worth?
Oh, no. She stayed home.
What did she get from her ex-husband?
I was going to say. How do you stay at home and you don't have the husband around?
I could smell great alimony.
Oh, my
I could
goodness.
smell it. Or like he had to sell his business or the house or whatever, and she's got a windfall. I could smell it. Tony, you ain't slick, dog. Shout out Tony, man.
Tony a real one, bro.
Yeah, no, Tony a real one for real. It's a lot of guys' goals to wife up an old white woman who already got her money. And then, hey, man, all I got to do is take care of 9 kids.
Yeah.
Or is it 11 kids now after?
No, 9.
What about the 2 other kids?
So you got 6 kids from her, 2 new ones, and his daughter. 9.
Lord. Can you imagine having that many kids? Like it's
his daughter's 21.
She's in the Christmas picture.
She made it to the postcard.
Yeah, she's around. And 21s would be expensive.
They do. Yeah.
Dad, I don't have any money.
Travel.
Oof, don't get me on no travel. They all want to travel.
I'm trying to study abroad, Dad. No.
I'm just but I gotta pay for it.
Yeah, abroad, like down the street. Sure, no problem.
Don't get me on the travel because they all say that. I just want to travel.
I just want to see the world.
The most aggressive woman texted me the other day.
Uh-oh.
And I ain't asked not a thing. And she said, she asked me like, yo, do you like traveling? I was like, yeah, a little something, a little road trip, a little whatever. She's like, all caps, I ain't been out a lot this year, but when I tell you, baby, next year I'll be outside. Y'all hear me? Mad emojis with the speaking volume all loud and stuff. And I was like,
okay,
for sure.
That's happy for you.
Hey man, go outside every day. It's good for your lungs, my dog. I was like, what you so aggressive for telling me about this?
Yeah.
And I got offended for a little bit. And then I just was like, maybe she just talks like that because she's from New York. Like she probably couldn't find her other Tim.
Yeah.
She
couldn't find the other Tim.
She's walking around with a single Tim on, hopping to work, getting on an A train or whatever they do over there. And she's eating a bacon, egg, and cheese. And they didn't season it right. They didn't do it the hockey way.
I'm trying to get out of this.
Okay. And boom. So I blocked her on WhatsApp.
Good call.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just said, if you don't get your little weird self out of here, leave me alone.
Get another bacon, egg, and cheese.
Good God-fearing man. We eat pokey and stuff out here. We eat, you mean, a purple ice cream, ube, tube. Yeah. Like, come on, man. It's lit out here. You over here texting me in all caps and emojis, man. Get out of here, man, before I yell at you. Anyways, man, for a guy who's... What's up with all these emojis on the screen? Anyways, for a guy whose chakras are where aligned, I'm gonna catch y'all on the young flip side. This is Kerbin. That's Chris. This is the Men on the Internet podcast. We had a great time talking to you and talking back to us.